Todd Abel. I was doing night ops out there, so I'm going to give you kind of what we dealt with last night. I'm going to start down here in Kilo, very quiet, no issues. We have people down in there, everything's looking good. Same with Bravo, same thing, looks good in that country. When we get into hotel, what happened last night, you guys all seen that push kind of towards the end of your shift and the beginning of night shift. What happened with that, where it ended up is it definitely slopped over and caused us some issues last night that we were able to just kind of watch last night. But basically, kind of up in this country, right through here, it slopped over. And then that original line you guys had going down, it's over that now. So what we did last night is the contingency line. We finished right through there where the hand line drops down. We went ahead and plumbed that last night. We got tanks out there. We're trying to get more hose out there right now and at least set you guys up for success and have the hose out there to work on that dozer line that's put in place right now. So hopefully that'll be out there. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but that's what they're planning on working on when I was leaving to come into camp this morning. That Indian Meadows area, fire is down to the road there. That gives us kind of a good little anchor point to start with that chunk that we have left there. And then in that country that goes up to DP 160, there was a couple spots that got into there last night. They were able to pick them up, but it's going to be something you guys will have to watch today. So most of our effort was up in that northeast corner last night, and you know, things are kind of aligned with those winds that are predicted today. So just a heads up and be diligent out there today. So thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Scott Stutzman, Structure Branch. Today we'll have a total of 5 task forces out there. Group Blue is going to be down here kind of in the south, and what we're going to do is have them push their area of responsibility a little more up to the north to help relieve the Structure Group Gray as we deal with higher priority up here in that northeast corner there. So Structure Group Blue, increase your area of responsibility to relieve a little bit off of Gray there. Gray primarily focusing around that hotel, Upper Green Tree Loop area and those structures in the northeast, while continuing to look around to the north and northwest there. Thank you. Have a good, safe day.
Good morning, Tom Wright, incident meteorologist. The fire weather forecast in your IAP is, I don't see any page numbers, but if you have the Cliffs Notes version, it's right in the fold. And so if you have the bigger version, it's right in the middle of the IAP. And I'd like you to look at that. Personally, I think you should read every word and understand it. If you don't understand it, you should come and ask me. But since you probably won't do that, at least you can read the first line, which I always put the screaming message at the top if there is one. And today says, near critical fire weather conditions today. So I promise you we're heading in the right direction. Temperatures are decreasing a little bit each day, kind of incrementally down. I know it doesn't feel like it, but in general we're heading in the right direction, and we're going to get there. We're going to get some cooler weather here, more normal weather as we head toward the end of the week and into next weekend. But in the meantime, we've still got a battle on our hands, as you saw yesterday. So you can see what happens when that north flow kicks in. Gets some fresh air. I mean, all the conditions have to align, as I've been saying all along, but they do, and they can, and they did yesterday for a little bit. So the other thing I wanted to point out is that I like to talk a lot about visual indicators. The first thing I noticed is some clouds here that we haven't seen for a while. So not a big deal, just some cirrus clouds, but sometimes those can be a visual indicator if you think back to the classes you've had that have the weather component in it. So think about the visual indicators. The other one is the smoke isn't really here this morning. And a lot of the subdued fire activity or fire weather conditions have been because of the smoke coming over us. So we're going to need to watch for that today. We need that smoke to come over us to sort of short circuit the heat that we can get here. Still an atmosphere that will support hot, dry weather. So if we don't get the smoke coming over us, things are going to probably develop a little earlier than they did yesterday. So the forecast remains the same. We're expecting the smoke to come over us. Those winds aloft are still south, so once the Taylor starts churning out some smoke, it should, or Klondike, sorry, starts churning out the smoke, it should come over us. But again, it's going to be toward the hot end of the spectrum today, up near 100 in the low levels and low to mid 90s up on the higher elevations. Then as the smoke peels back, if we do get the smoke and it starts to peel back in the afternoon, you get those northwest winds kicking in. Yesterday was right around shift change, as was mentioned, but it might be just a touch earlier if we don't get the smoke. So I just wanted you to watch those things today.